Hey guys! So I wanted to do something different this week and do a video blog instead of my normal blog. So I know I've tried this before, but it was A, a long time ago, and B, not so good. I have this really nice cold, so I'm really sorry about that. But I figured that what I wanted to talk about today would be better off explained by me actually talking to you than writing like I normally do. I hope this is a nice change of pace for everybody, and yeah, so let's go. But first, things have been really good over here for me. School's back in full swing, clubs are back in full swing. I'm not back in full swing. Now, I feel like I didn't start the semester off like totally on point, and so now I've been a little bit behind ever since. But I've been working really hard to try and catch up, and I'm definitely making progress, so life's good. Charlie's good. I went to Comic-Con last weekend with Alex, and that was not as scary as I thought it was going to be. Anyways, today I want to talk about something that's been really popular this past week, and I want to give you guys a little background on how it all happened. Probably one of my most favorite things I've ever done.
It's music in my mind saying it's gonna be alright.
The Shake It Off video. So I launched it last week Thursday after putting so much time into it. But I wanted to give you guys a little background on how it happened. I was in a video production class last semester for LSC, and I loved it, and I wanted to do more, and we were able to check out these really big, expensive cameras, and I wanted to use that opportunity. I got this idea. I was like, what can I do with all of my friends that would be something fun and I can add to my portfolio? Just something super cool. At the time, a little bit obsessed with Taylor Swift. I was like, oh, the Shake It Off song, like, that's super popular right now, it's fun, it has to do with life. Personally, last year was a really, really hard year for me. And my friends and my family, too, were, always there every step of the way to support me and, give me love and, tell me to shake it off, like, things are gonna be okay. I was like, well, this is perfect. And I was like, well, who am I gonna ask? I have a lot of pretty close friends. That sounded really snobby. I think I have a lot of pretty close friends, but I shot out a Facebook message to probably 35 people. Hey, I have an idea for this video. Would you be willing to dance? And if you know the words, that's awesome. And sing, and I'll videotape it. I'm going to put it in this montage of videos. A lot of people got back to me, which I was kind of surprised. There were some who didn't, and I respect that. I mean, I can understand not wanting to dance to a Taylor Swift song in front of a camera to be put on the internet. I really respect, and I'm so grateful and happy for the people who said yeah, even the ones who were hesitant about it, because everybody did such a great job. I started compiling people and times, and I sat down one night and I wrote down all of the lyrics, and then I broke them up into chunks that were a good length for like a person, not too slow, not too long. Photocopied that 25 times because I had 25 people do the video, not including myself. Throughout the weeks, I videotaped people in random places. I was shooting for a lot of natural light. It was so funny to get some of these people to dance because some people were really gung-ho about it. They're like, yeah, this is awesome, and they like jumped through the whole thing. Some people, which was mostly the guys, and I don't blame you, were really hesitant. A lot of people kind of, were like, well, why do I have to dance through the whole song? Well, logic behind that was I made everybody dance for the whole song, and it's like 3 minutes and 45 seconds. That's a lot of shaking it off. But anyways, I had everybody dance for the whole song because, A, after about the first 30 seconds, you're going to run out of your typical dance moves, and that's when you're going to start improvising, and that's when it gets funny. 2, it gave me a lot to work with. Having everybody do the whole song allowed me to have a lot of options in the editing process. I could nitpick from all over, so even if we were just doing a filling and dance move, I could move that up into the front of the song if the beats matched up. Then it became the editing time. During break and like New Year's and school starting, I kind of like put it on the back burner because I was just really caught up in a lot of things. One night, 2 weeks ago, I was at Jesse's doing homework. Really didn't want to do my homework. I opened my folder and saw everybody's Shake It Off pages that I had made. I had to go through and watch everybody's videos and highlight them where they were good and where they were great. I went through everybody and I did one of these. Sorry, Erica. Watched everybody's videos and then went through and highlighted where the purple is where like the parts were good and definitely use them, and the blues were really good parts that would definitely probably make it in the video somewhere. And I mean, I did that for all 25 people. Like, it took me about 8 to 10 hours. The next step was finalizing it. This part took a long time. I had to go lyric section by lyric section and look through everybody's lyric papers and see who had blues in that section, take them out, and then go through and either A, try to remember that dance at that time that that person did, or look it up quick. I tried to keep it pretty consistent and pretty even. Everybody was in the video at least 4 times. Max was 7, and that was Becca, just because her dance moves are nuts. After I figured out who would go in each spot, I cut out a piece of post-it paper, put their name on it, and then post it there, so I was able to change it around if it turned out to be more heavily one person over here or over here. So that turned out like this. This collage of names. This is like gold. This was the money. If I would have lost this, I would have given up. And the fun part came with editing. This is my favorite part of the whole thing, but also the hardest. Tanner was the only person who held the high note. So, I mean, he did a great job, but obviously he got that part. It was little things like that, like making everything work just right. It was great. I worked on the editing part for probably a total of 15 hours. I'm not telling you these times to make you feel bad, because I don't want you to feel bad, because I am so happy with how it turned out, and I loved every minute of it, like all that time. I loved it. I love making videos, and I really hope that that's something I can do in my future. I'm just so happy with how the video turned out and all the love it got. It got a lot of love on Facebook and YouTube, more than I thought it would. I'm just so grateful for all of you who were able to star in it, for everybody who, you know, gave it a like or gave it a share or just even watched it and liked it and, you know, do anything about it. That's totally fine. I'm just really happy that I can make some people laugh. Everybody definitely made me laugh. It was really funny when everybody ended. I got 1 of 3 reactions every single time. A, people were laughing and just like super embarrassed and giggling and, you know, happy. 2, they gave me this face like, ugh, thank God this is over. 3, I got people who were just completely out of breath. So just thanks again to everybody for being in it, for sharing it, for liking it. I just dropped my phone. And I also really appreciate everybody who looks at and subscribes to my blog. That means a lot, and I hope you all enjoy what I post. If you haven't, you can subscribe to my blog over on the right hand bar, and you'll just get an email every time I post something new. And yeah, so I really love you guys, and thanks so much. And if you haven't seen the Shake It Up video, there it is. Alright, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time. Love you!